Today it's my privilege to talk with Valley Forge High School senior to be Kentrell Marks. Kentrell is 6'1", 190 pounds, and can play both sides of the ball, but I like him on defense because I think he hits. Kentrell, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, sir. How are you doing? Pretty good.
I'm good. I'm good. Well, now that we got hooked up here. Okay, your athletic director is an old friend of mine, and he recommended me to you 2 years ago. Okay, Chris Mandagla. He told me that I got a guy you need to watch, and it was you. And I'm glad recruiting's going pretty well, hasn't it?
Pretty good. It's been going pretty good. It's been
okay. We'll talk. We'll come back to that. I'm sorry. What?
It's been pretty surprising. I didn't expect it to happen.
Okay, well, you're a pretty good player. Plus, I wouldn't be talking to you if I didn't think you were a really good prospect, man. No, I'm joking around. Okay, tell me a little bit about yourself. Okay, what's your outlook on life? What are words that you live by? What pulls your chain, or whatever? What anything you live by? Like. I mean, like for me, it's I'm 72, but I'm still driven to do everything I do the best I can. Don't quit. Anything like that with you? We can come back if you want.
One thing I do live by is hard work and perseverance.
Perseverance and keep working. That's really tough. And sometimes it's just tough in life in general, I think, with perseverance, not only on the football field and, everything. You play basketball?
Yeah.
I thought you did. Are you guys done now? Or
yeah.
Are you still? Okay. Then are you doing anything in the track season?
Yeah, I'm going to run track.
Okay. You're going to be a 3-sport guy. That's really good. Tell me about what do you like about being a 3-sport guy?
One thing I like, there's no time really on my hands. And I love that with sports because I'm just getting better every season. And it's just a chance to have fun with my peers. And I just love sports.
Well, plus you're pretty good at it. Come on, man. You're pretty good at what you do. Back up just a little bit on me. You're good. There you go. That's good. Okay, tell me, anybody that's really been a kind of an influence on you in your life, anybody that's just kind of you listen to or look to listen to, or
my uncles,
anything like that? Anybody?
My uncles and my parents, they always push me to be the best Kentrell I can be. Just my family, support system I have with my friends, they always push me to be the best I can be.
That's really good. That helps to have guys like that, around helping you. Okay. Okay. What about people like a college player or a pro player, anybody like that you kind of look up to? Who?
Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
You're taller than Barry Sanders was, or is. You're taller than he. What makes Barry Sanders special?
He's just so good, and just like he's a perfect running back. And the player I want to be is to be like him. So I just try to match Barry Sanders in my game.
Good. Okay, what's your favorite position in football?
Wide receiver.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
You got the speed to play wide receiver?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that'll help you in track season then as well. Okay, what's the best thing about football?
The best thing about football is just coming together with your team and winning. Just like a brotherhood. I love football just because it's just a different type of setting. And you can just get away from everything that's bad in your life. It's always positive in football.
You can. That's really good. Plus, it's just you put the pads on and you get in the locker room. It's a different world, right?
Yes, sir.
Plus, and that's really good. What's the worst thing about football?
I would say the conditioning.
It keeps you going. Okay,
keeps,
tell me about wide receiver. What do you like most about being a wide receiver?
I love just like jumping over someone, catching the ball, just going to get the ball, receiver. And then I love blocking. That's one underrated thing that no one really loves.
Yeah, but if you can do that, you will do it in college. You will do it in college, or
Yeah.
you won't be playing because they want you to block and everything. Okay, what's one thing that people don't know about you? You play three sports, and so you're busy. You have school, and you got to maintain good grades. What's one thing nobody knows about you?
One thing no one knows about me is
Yeah.
I'm the best video game player there is. Like I don't lose. I
You got me off. That's good. You're the best video player out there. Okay, that's good. Or video game player, you mean, right?
yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm old, so okay. Tell me, what's one of the top sports moments? Do you have any where the top sports moments that you've had in your? It can be football, basketball, or whatever. Do you remember one jump
Um,
out at you?
our Bay Village game from last year in football, I could have like broke a team record, but like 3 of my touchdowns got called back. But it's still like a game I'll always remember. It's probably one of my best games ever.
How many touchdowns did you score?
I scored 8, but 3 of them got called back.
And now you played Bay Village and you scored 8 touchdowns and 3 of them were called back.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
was that? I'm joking with you. I was going to say something about what was her name that guarded you all the time, but I wouldn't say that. I'm joking with you. Okay, that's really super. That's really good. What, as a wide receiver, what do you think you have to improve on? What do you have to, as your skills as a wide receiver?
I say one thing I need to improve on is just getting used to running routes at an efficient rating. Because like I haven't been playing receiver my whole high school career. I've
Is
played.
that what you're going to play this year?
I'm wherever my team needs me, I'll be there.
Okay, because you've played running back before, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm a running back, but I love receiver too.
That's really good. You don't play defense?
I play safety, and I'll go at outside linebacker, just wherever coach.
Okay. Well, I watched your video yesterday morning, and you got good burst, and you're tough. I watched your contact and stuff like that, and you're athletic. And anything else? What else do you have to improve on to be a top-notch guy?
Just I'll say being a leader.
Okay. You have to improve on that. That's really good that you think that, because that says a lot for you. Okay, let's talk about what advice would you give to you're going to be a senior, and you're early, a couple of years ago, your team was just okay, wasn't it? Valley Forge, you've struggled a little bit with team record wise, I think, haven't you, or not?
Yeah.
A little bit. But what would you tell a freshman come this fall or this August when you guys start to get after it? What would you tell a freshman? He says, Kendrell, tell me, what do I got to do here? What would you tell him? What advice would you give a freshman?
I would tell the freshman to never stop working no matter what, because you don't have to be the most popular guy or just the most notable guy. If you work in the dark, your talent will come to the light and you'll be noticed.
That's really good. That's good. And just keep plugging away, because freshman year's a tough year for a lot of guys and things like that. Okay, now a funny one here. Who would you trade places with for one day if you could? One day you could trade places. Who would it be?
I would say either Dwayne Johnson or Kevin Hart.
Ooh, who's Kevin Hart? You got to help me on that one.
He's a comedian, one of the funniest guys.
Whoa, he's a comedian.
Yeah.
What makes him funny?
Just because he can make anybody laugh. He can just turn the whole room into just laughter in seconds.
That's really good. I don't think I've ever had anybody tell me that in all these ones I've done. Okay, let's talk about what could you not live without? What could you not live without? I don't mean food and all that stuff. What would be what's really important to you? You couldn't live without it.
Sports, to be honest.
That's good. You love playing. You're playing 3 sports. Okay, now tell me a little bit about the classroom. Is a classroom a foreign land to you, or do you go get pretty good grades in school, or you work at it, or what?
I work at school. School is really. It's just I like it better when we're in school instead of online.
Oh my! I have grandkids, 3 of them, and they need to be in school. They are, but being in school is much more, isn't it? So, doing on because they can't help you very much online. I mean, what's that?
Sometimes they can't, but like if you pay attention, it's helpful.
Yeah, that sounds really good. What do you think you'll be doing 10 years from now?
Honestly, if I don't see in the NFL, which I'm gonna work for, I'm either gonna have a clothing brand. Or I'm gonna make a video game.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, it's good. Making a video game. You must be creative to be able to do that. That's super. Okay, let's talk a little bit about recruiting. Well, let's talk recruiting. How is it going for you so far in recruiting?
It's been pretty good in my eyes. It's been like mind blowing, just because like I consider myself a good player, but I really didn't think I would get offers as fast as I did. And then like how everything is falling into place, I wouldn't expect that. Just because like it really
how's it fallen into place, do you mean?
Like what I mean is just like all the offers I've like accumulated over the past year or two. Just I've never expected that to happen. So like,
is that right? That's good. When did you start getting recruited and called and things like that? And
my sophomore year at the end of my.
Good. That's really good. Tell me about, with that being said, what advice would you give to a boy that's a sophomore that has your ability and stuff? What would you tell him about recruiting, young guy?
Let everything come easy and just keep working. If you work, you'll get all the offers in the world. But if you don't work, it probably won't come as easy. Nothing comes.
Really good. It's good for you on that. Give me just a few schools that have shown that have offered or really following you. But give me 3 schools is all.
I'll say Cincinnati, Purdue, and Notre Dame, but I could say West Virginia too.
Okay, those are pretty good schools. How have you been handling the pandemic? How has that affected you?
I've been trying to handle it my best, but it's affected me a lot just because of it's just slowed down sports so much. So like I haven't really went that much time without being in a sport or just like getting things canceled, like my games or practices in training camps, just stuff like that.
And getting moved around and scheduled. Yeah. Hopefully track will be okay this spring. You'll be outside and hopefully things are slowing down a little bit. Let me see if I've covered everything I'd like to ask you, okay? We talked about, I know the last one, recruiting, but did I talk to you about what annoys you the most?
Spiders and snakes.
Okay, tell me about spiders real quickly. Why does that annoy you? Why do they annoy you?
One day I was 7 years old and I used to love spiders. And then I got bit by one spider one day. And then it's just been my biggest fear ever since. Like I
Well,
cannot, if I see a spider,
well, that's nothing. That's good. Well, Cantrell, I really appreciate you being on the podcast. Okay,
yes, sir.
and enjoyed it, and be good. Okay?
Thank you.